Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Native Journey. I am Aditya. At Cloud Native Journey, we simplify cloud native technologies and Java programming for developers like you. Today, we are going to talk about some exciting new features related to collections that were introduced in Java 8. Whether you are a Java newbie or experienced developer, these enhancements will help you write cleaner, more efficient code. So let's dive in. Before we dive into details, let's see the context. Collections in Java have always been essential in storing and manipulating data. However, Java 8 introduced several key features to make working with collections much more functional and expressive. In particular, the introduction of the Stream API, default methods, and new utility methods on interfaces has made collections manipulation more declarative and less error prone. So let's start with the most revolutionary change in Java 8, the Stream API. Before Java 8, if you wanted to process collections, you would typically use a for loop or an iterator. But with Stream API, you can now process collections in a much more declarative way. For instance, let's say you have a list of numbers and you want to filter out the even ones and double them. Here is how you would do that using a traditional loop. Now with streams, you can do that exact same thing in just one line. As you can see, the Stream API makes the code more readable and concise. Streams enable functional programming style where you can chain multiple operations like filter, map, collect, and to transform and aggregate data. Another big change in Java 8 was the introduction of default methods in interfaces. This means that interfaces such as list, set, or map can now have method implementations. For example, the forEach method is a default method now available in the iterable interface. This allows you to iterate over elements without needing to write a separate loop yourself. Here is a quick example where we use forEach method to print all the elements of a list. Now we don't have to explicitly write an iterator or a for loop for simple operation. Just call the forEach method on the collection. Java 8 also introduced several new utility methods on collection classes, making them even more powerful and easier to work with. Let's take a look at some of them. First, we have the removeIf method. This method allows you to remove elements based on a condition directly from the collection. For example, let's remove all the strings starting with capital A from a list. So you can see the example how we would have done it without the removeIf method and how we are doing it with the removeIf method. And next we have the replaceAll method, which makes it easy to modify all elements in a collection. For instance, let's replace every string in a list by making them in uppercase. So you can see the example in before replaceAll method, before the introduction of replaceAll method, and after introduction of replaceAll method. Then finally, we have the sort method, which allows you to sort a list directly using a provided comparator. These methods are super useful and save you from writing boilerplate code when manipulating collections. In this example, we have given how we have added code snippets where we used to sort a list before introduction of the sort method and after introduction of the sort method. Now, then Java 8 also introduced the collectors utility class, which provides several useful reduction operators. For example, collectors dot grouping by and collectors dot partitioning by help you group or partition elements from a collection based on a condition. Let's say we want to group a list of employees by their department. With collectors group by, it is very easy. So here we are, you can see the example. We are grouping by age. And another example, the partition by, where we are partitioning if partitioning by even. So if you want to partition your list into two categories, collectors dot partitioning by makes that simple as well. These new collection operations allow you to do complex grouping and partitioning with just a few lines of code. Last but not the least, Java 8 introduced the optional class which helps you to handle null values in collections more gracefully. Instead of risking null pointer exceptions, you can return an optional from methods. For example, if you want to get the first element of a list but there is a possibility that the list might be empty, you can return an optional. This makes your code much safer and eliminates the need for explicit null checks. And now Java 8. The final thoughts, Java 8 has revolutionized how we work with collections, whether it's through the Stream API, default methods, new utility methods, or the introduction of collectors and optional. These features make working with collections simpler, safer, and more readable. If you found this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Cloud Native Journey for more in-depth tutorials on Java and cloud technologies. If you want to learn more about these features, make sure to check out our blog at cloudnativejourney.in. We have lots of resources to help you in your Java journey. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Before that, you can reach me out on different methods through my email, my WhatsApp number. You can definitely visit my blog, as well as you can connect me on LinkedIn. Thank you. Bye bye.